Make sure to turn on that notification bell and subscribe.
Everybody, Shrouded Hand here. This is going to be a slightly different video to usual. It's going to be a bit less scripted. I'm just going to talk about a disturbing case that happened back in 2019 here in the UK. I've had a bit of a bad virus recently and it's left me very fatigued. I thought, well, I'll just turn on OBS, record myself talking about something, and I hope you find this disturbing and tragic case interesting to listen to. So this...
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Scripting's overrated. As a YouTuber who scripted countless videos, scripting is so overrated. Honestly, the best videos, and I feel like the funniest shit that I've made has always been unscripted. Well, when I script something, it's always like forced. I feel like the best shit is always improv. Like the best content is always when someone just shoots the shit and goes. It's so funny because videos that I spent like days and days writing like the perfect script with all these written jokes, blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, did like bullet points, made everything perfection, spent so long editing it, does fucking terrible. And then I shit out a video in like 2 hours, gets like 2 million views. It's so stupid. The only videos I actually need to work on, or like for a long time, is always the iceberg videos, which I kind of have to script them, kind of don't. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. I think scripting's overrated. Moving on.
This cheerful looking fellow is named Jaunty Bravery.
That's like a British word. Jaunty Bravery, isn't it? That's like jaunty. It's like a jaunty fellow, right? Like when someone's jaunty. Yeah, cheerful. That's what it makes me think of. A jaunty bravery. Jaunty. Wait, jaunty, adjective having or expressing a lively, cheerful, and self-confident man. Okay, so I was right.
At the time of the attack, August the 4th, 2019, Jaunty Bravery was in care. He had autism and some sort of violent personality disorder that needed round-the-clock care. He was living in accommodation provided to him by Hammersmith and Fulham Borough Council. He was known for his violent outbursts, which meant that for a number of years he'd been allowed out of his flat, but only with other carers with him. He'd had a number of violent outbursts against staff members, and his troubling behaviours included putting feces in his mother's makeup brushes and...
What the fuck? Putting feces in his mom's makeup brush? What the fuck? Dude, that is so unhinged. That is so far beyond my comprehension, man. On your mom's makeup brush. The sound effects. No! Babe, is my bronzer too dark?
And threatening to kill members of the public. He repeatedly told his carers that he planned to kill someone, and at one point one of his workers recorded this. This is Jaunty Bravery talking to one of his carers in 2018.
Oh god, I'm nervous.
In the next few months, it has to be, the latest has to be by February in my head, yeah, but ideally I want to do it before. If I could do it right now, I would. I've got it in my head, a way to kill somebody, and then I know for a fact I'm going to go to prison if I do that. So, I want to one day meet up with my dad, and it could just be a friend, it could be anyone, but I'm just saying specifically who I've got in my head. And then go out for the day casually, and just go out to central London just for the day out, yeah, just as if we're having a normal day, and then go and visit some of the landmarks. It could be the Shard, it could be anything, it could be, as long as it's a high thing and we could go up and visit it, and then push one of push somebody off it, and I know for a fact they'll die from falling from 100 feet.
Can we normalize locking people up who like are like this? You know? Like, could we normalize that? Just preemptively locking people up? Because there's so many crimes that are just so fucking preventable. Like, someone could literally be like, hey, bro, I'm going to kill someone tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. It's going to be at this location. I'm going to do it. Oh, you're fine. Okay. I mean, we can't do anything until you kill him. So, oh, I killed him. Ah, man, you got me. Well, you're going to prison. You know? Like, what? I don't know. It's just like, it's crazy, dude.
Apparently the worker who'd recorded this said that he reported this to senior members of staff and nothing was done about it. The institution that was looking after Mr. Bravery said that there was absolutely no evidence that these plans had been disclosed to senior members of staff, and there was no records of disclosure in any care plan, care report or review from managers or his care workers, psychologists or health workers. So we don't know exactly what happened here. Was this recording reported to higher members of staff, or was it just swept under the rug by them? But anyway, Jaunty Bravery was still known for being violent, and he was considered a risk to the public, so much so that he was only allowed out on trips if he was supervised by 2 care workers at all times. But then sometime in
So he kind of was in prison in
2019, I suppose he'd been behaving well. The regime changed and he was then allowed to go out on his own for a few hours at a time.
Oh, that's smart.
On the morning of Saturday, August 4th, 2019, Bravery set off alone from his flat in Northolt, northwest London, and brought an Oyster travel card at 12:15 p.m. to take the train to London Bridge, arriving at 1:15 p.m. He strolled to the Shard and asked the ticket seller of the price going up. He balked at the £34 cost and walked off. Prosecutor Diana Here said he asked a member of the public where the next highest building was. At the Tate Modern's 10-storey viewing platform, which is free, CCTV images show Bravery mingling with sightseers at 2:15 p.m. Some noticed him because he was behaving in an unusual way, walking close to the railings around the balcony, looking over the railings. Bravery remarked to a visitor called Carol Hunter that it was a long way down and he had vertigo and he wouldn't want to fall off. He then turns his attention to 2 women, Rose Harwood and Nancy Barnesfield, and their sons aged 11 and 8. Bravery leant on the balcony and leered at them as they took photos of the views. According to them, he looked relaxed. He smiled at them, but they soon noticed that he was following.
Dude, I swear to God, if it, I swear to God, if it's the kids, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Them and staring at their children. They felt uneasy until he moved away. By now it was 2:32 p.m. and the 6-year-old French boy and his family had just arrived on the viewing deck, having enjoyed a picnic lunch by the river on the south bank. They were on a week-long holiday and had planned a full day enjoying London's sights. Bravery switched his attention away from Mrs. Barnfield's
you guys are going to spoil
as they turned away from the railings and walked along the balcony. The boy, wearing a blue t-shirt and shorts, skipped a little way ahead. Ahead of him and facing him was the defendant, who scooped him up and without any hesitation carried him straight to the railings and threw him over, the child plunging headfirst down the tower's sloping slide, which slightly slowed his fall and landed in a crumpled heap at the 5th floor roof of the main part of the gallery. The court heard that he had smashed his head, was bleeding heavily and had broken arms, legs and hips, and his right ankle was almost detached.
Wait, he lives? Wait, hold up. Wait, no way. No fucking way he lives? No.
The French boy was hurled off the Tate Modern. His shell-shocked father confronted Jaunty Bravery and stuttered, "Are you mad?" "Yes, I am mad," the teenager calmly replied.
What do you mean? Are you mad? I would be absolutely destroying this kid right now. I would be murdering this dude in cold blood in front of everyone. Are you kidding? What? That's all you're gonna say? Are you mad? Are you throwing my son over the building? Are you mad? Bro, I would punch a hole through this guy's chest. Are you kidding me? I would be choking him out. What? I can't believe you've done this. What?
As the little boy lay twisted and broken after his 100-foot fall, his mother became hysterical with the stocky teenager who just looked at her with a big smile on his face. He told onlookers, "It's a long story, it's not my fault, it's social services' fault." The CCTV footage not shown in court captured the incident, then showed Bravery backing away from the railings. The prosecutor said, "He can be seen to be smiling with his arms raised. At one point he appears to shrug and laugh." During a police interview the next day, Bravery claimed he'd heard voices telling him to kill, but he later admitted to making this up. When he was shown CCTV video of the atrocity, Bravery laughed as it was played. Just hours before the attack, Bravery had used his iPad to conduct Google searches including, "If I have autism, can I still go to prison for attempted murder?" and "Which is most likely to cause death,
Wow.
pushing a girl into River Thames or shooting a girl in..."
Yeah, the fact that that kid lived that fall is bonkers. That's absolutely bonkers. But also, parents, like, bro, how are you just letting this dude get away with this shit? Like, you're doing nothing. You watched him take your son, toss him off a building. All you're gonna do is cry and say, "Are you mad?" Why is no one murdering him on the spot? Dude, Dude, I'll fucking give him some voices. Like, what the fuck?
In the stomach. He also googled how to get to the Shard. I've been to the Tate Modern quite a few times, and let me tell you, this building here is absolutely massive. It's just a great big exhibition hall. The photo doesn't really do it justice. And then on the side of the building they've got this extra bit which goes up to this viewing platform here. Yeah, there's a video from the time when the rescue helicopter turned up. You might get a better sense of the scale of the building if you look how here the people, how small they look compared to the building.
Jesus Christ. A kid survived that? Yeah, I feel like the only reason he did is because it's slanted. So I think he didn't like just full on splat, you know? I think he rolled down. So the impact, soft bones. Yeah, it's his tiny bones.
Yeah. After the attack, Bravery approached a member of the Tate Modern staff saying, "I think I've murdered someone. I've just thrown someone off the balcony." He later told police that he planned in advance to hurt someone at the South Bank Gallery to highlight his autism treatment on TV. In his police interview, Bravery said that he had to prove a point to every idiot who said he had no mental health problems, asking police if he was going to be on the news. The child was...
Who is saying you don't have mental health problems, my dude?
Airlifted to hospital. His parents say he is constantly awoken by pain and he can't communicate that pain or call out to hospital staff. Life stopped for us 4 months ago. We don't know when or even if we will be able to return to work or return to our home, which is not adapted for a wheelchair. Bravery was convicted of attempted murder in 2020 and jailed for 15 years.
That's it? Bro. He tossed a child off a building, and you're only going to give him 15 years. My dude. Do I need to reiterate? He just walked up there, grabbed a random kid, and tossed him off and laughed. And you're going to give him 15. Hell, he's probably going to get off early for good behavior. Am I wrong?
The latest article I can find on the boy's condition.
Dude, there needs to be some, like, moral compassing when it comes to fucking justice, the justice system. You know, like the sentencing. You know, because technically, since the kid didn't die, that's probably why he didn't get life. Bro, if you look at the actual crime itself, like, it's so stupid.
Says that he is improving and he's practicing a gentle form of judo and adapted archery. Last July, the boy's family said they took him to an adapted holiday home to train him to walk for cane. Explaining that the boy was also improving with his breathing, they wrote, "We have also found a new speech therapist, and thanks to her, our little knight has made considerable progress in swallowing and breathing." So the fact that he was left unable to...
Dude, oh man. I can't, like, if that was me, the pure guilt I would feel as a parent. Because, like, okay, when I am with my son anywhere, I'm watching this boy like a hawk. He is always right in front of me. I never let him out of my sight. I don't let him walk off on his own ever. Ever. Why? Because shit like this. Shit like this, dude. You never know when a fucking crazy ass person is just gonna kidnap your child or toss him off a fucking building. Also, wouldn't you be doubling down on that watching your child like a hawk when you're on a fucking really tall building? Like, what if your child climbs over the fence? You know, I don't know. It's
or breathe on his own.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blame the parents here. I just want to mention, I'm not trying to blame the parents. I'm just like, in hindsight, you know.
Shows how extensive his injuries were. He's able to blow out his candles again. He hardly makes any more wrong turns when he drinks liquids, and he's starting to keep the rhythm of the songs better. Absolutely horrific. As for Jaunty Bravery, let's see, I can find some... The last article I could find on Jaunty Bravery was from 2021.
Bro, get ad blocker. Like, come on, man.
And he was arrested on suspicion of raping a fellow prisoner in the showers of HMP Belmarsh. So maybe he'll be in there for a lot longer than those 15
God, I
years.
hope so.
So there we go. That's the tale of Jaunty Bravery. Terrible failure by the social services in keeping danger.
Yeah, I would say, dude, there's so many failures in so many situations like this. It's crazy. Letting people like this just, fuck.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.